What's going on, family? This is G and Tina with the
What's
Black
good?
Business Clique podcast. What's happening? Glad to chop it up, chat, talk with the people, man. We missed you. We missed you.
Yes.
Today is the 25th of July. So we really want to make sure we start incorporating the date so everybody can keep track of what's going on. So we can keep track for our reference in regards to what's going on and just kind of refer back to it at a later date, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we want to make sure that we get that out there. So the year is 2021, FYI. We had a lot of things transpire between this episode and our previous episode. So that's really exciting. We wanted to hit on a couple of things. But before we get to that, man, I'm really excited because we had a phenomenal interview with Brother Von McGee, which is our guest for this week. He's a licensed agent and realtor out here in Sacramento. The brother has a lot of jewels, man. He has a lot of good information, and it was exciting to have him here. A lot of people call it the studio, but we call it the living room. That's where we recording from. We right here in our living room. Y'all see our TV behind us. If you can see in front of us, you see our kitchen, the couches, the whole nine. But we ain't gonna get into all that. But really excited to have him here because, for one, he's a childhood friend. We grew up. We've been down since the sixth grade.
That's very rare.
Right. You don't
Very
see
rare.
that. You rarely see that. And, I mentioned it during our interview. It's just really exciting to see the growth of individuals over time. And you never expect to be where you are now when you've met someone in the sixth grade. I'm sure you feel the same way with a lot of your friends that's out here that's doing a lot of great things in the world.
Yeah.
It's always good.
Yeah. I admire Von so much. He's so humble.
Yeah.
And he had a lot of gems to just share with us. Things that, just not so common. They always say common sense is not so common. So it was nice to be able to sit down and chat with him. You could tell he really loves and admires his wife.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so looking forward to, hanging out with them more and really getting to know them.
Building that brand, building a platform, building that network.
Yeah.
That goes a long way.
Thing.
Making sure that we can continue to build the network, because that's the reason. That's one of the main reasons why we started the Clique, man. It's bigger than just promoting. Like we say it 1,000 times, we're building a Black business empire, and within that empire, we have a network of phenomenal, like-minded people that we want to continue to build with. And Von's a good brother to do that with. We had Ant Walker last episode. He's a good brother to build with. And we're gonna have a lot of other guests, man. And we're gonna continue to build amongst ourselves in our household. So, it's really exciting, very exciting times. So we spoke about real estate. That's something that we really touched on for the premise of that interview with Von, and what we kind of chop it up about today. And the importance of real estate. A lot of people think you got to be rich to get into real estate. A lot of people think that, you can't be a homeowner, sort of say that it's hard to be a homeowner. Not necessarily. All good things, you got to put in that effort. You got to put in that hard work, that dedication to get to where you want to be. And Von broke that down. For us, we always wanted to be homeowners, but we never wanted to stop there. We want to continue to go. We're investors, we're entrepreneurs. So we always want to continue to build out our investment portfolio from a real estate perspective.
Absolutely. And I think that's the biggest thing too. Because like for us, we were thinking like, oh, well, we can't do other things in life because we aren't homeowners yet. And my biggest thing I told him when we first got married, look, I do not want to spend thousands of dollars on a wedding and then come back home to this little 2-bedroom apartment. Nothing wrong with that. I was absolutely grateful.
You don't get that everywhere. That's why we're married. A lot of people want the show. They want a flow show, as Big Mama say. Everybody want a flow show, look good for the wedding.
Shout out to Big Mama.
And then come home and you live in a Dorito bag. Like, nah, bro. Like,
yeah. And that's the biggest thing, especially when you marry. Just as much effort and planning and stuff that you put into the wedding is what you have to put into the marriage as well. It's way bigger than just that initial wedding and the glitz and glam of that. You guys are going to be building a life together. And part of that, we knew ultimately we wanted a house. So I'm like, look, we're going to penny pitch on this wedding. We're going to have a good time. Our close loved ones are going to be there to celebrate with us. But we're not gonna break the bank because I know I still want a house. You know, I still want our babies to have a place to really call home, some property and space to run around. So, yeah, y'all, this wasn't that long ago. We got married in 2018 and we barely had 2 nickels to rub together.
2 nickels, you splurging.
Rice and beans and beans and rice.
In the words of the great Dave Ramsey. But man, we was getting it, man. We mentioned it in the interview, like we've been on air mattresses. I've lived on mattress on the floor. I mean, y'all, listen, we transparent. That's one of the things that you're gonna get from us. Be real. We got it from the mud. We're gonna continue to grow. One of the reasons that we wanted to start this visual journey with everybody, so y'all could see our growth as well. And then we document it for our kids, so our kids could kind of use it as a blueprint as well. But you know, it's a beautiful thing. So real estate, we mentioned, you know, it's a lot of people have a misconception thinking that they'll never be able to be a homeowner. You know,
or you got to have all your ducks in a row. You got to have this, you got to have that. If you are blessed, like we were truly blessed getting into the NACA program, they'll literally take your hand and guide you through everything, through the credit, through the savings, through, you know, the whole process from start to finish. So there's no excuse.
But also, yeah, we went through the program, but we had our ducks in a row before we went into that program. You know, we didn't just wake up and say, all right, let's jump into this program. Whereas, you know, you got to have a budget. You got to have your credit in place. Make sure you ain't got nothing in collections. Take care of all of that. Make sure your credit is going up. Make sure your debt to income ratio is at a good percentage. Make sure that you have a decent savings. Make sure that you have a decent income. The documentation. This is things that we were doing for years before we even.
You say years like it's been that long. We got married in 2018. It's
but we started our journey around like 2020, like 2015, 2016 is when we started. All right, let's kind of get this together.
We weren't saving.
Not like that. Well, we were enveloping. When we were in Pittsburgh, we were enveloping.
That was 2017.
Yeah, 2016. Right before that was in
2017, 2018.
We were in Long Beach. However long it was.
Like maybe 3 years.
Okay.
But I say all that to say this. There's no perfect time.
No.
Yeah, we had a little head start, but if you don't, they meet you where you're at. And that's the biggest thing about going through a first-time home buyer program. I don't know much about other programs except for NACA, but they actually, where are you within your journey? Do you see yourself buying within the 6 months? You know, even up to 6 years, they meet you where you're at. So don't, you know, have no excuse. Oh, I don't have a budget. Okay, they'll give you the paperwork so that you can get that together. Oh, I don't have the credit. Okay, here, sit down with our credit person so that they can help you figure out what you need to do to get you in the home. And make sure you're not gonna get in over your head. That was the biggest thing. They take your income, your budget, everything that you owe out and everything that's coming in to say, hey, look, this is what you can afford.
Right.
So,
and you buy your house based off of that. So you're not, oh, I make $30,000 a year, but I'm gonna buy a house $700,000. Nah, bro, that ain't working like that. You're gonna get something that's affordable. For us, you know, we started the process because we were looking to purchase an apartment building. So we had to document and save and budget as if we were about to buy an apartment building.
A multifamily with 4 doors. The maximum you can have is 4 doors.
Right. Yeah. So when we made the decision to, all right, let's not do that. We don't, not that we weren't ready to be landlords, but we needed space for the kids. You know, we're a growing family. You know, we wanted to make sure that they had room to grow. So it's hard to do that with a multi-unit up to 4 doors. So we utilized the program to get into a beautiful big ass house to where we could stretch out and be here for multiple years. And it was a beautiful thing, man. And the beautiful thing about the program is that you keep a lot of money in your pocket.
Very true.
A lot of money. And
Very true.
You utilize that money for investment property, or, you know, continuously pushing your business, or investing in the stock market, whatever you want to do. But go into it prepared. And that's one of the beauties about this first-time home buyers program, NACA, that we went through. And we're going to bring a representative on as well that's going to do an interview and chop it up a little bit more so y'all can get understand.
You know, you getting it together, sis, but we need you to come through once you get settled.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be on. She already gave us the word. So y'all stay tuned, man. We got it. You know, we always gonna drop gems. We're gonna bring on phenomenal people that's out there doing it. This is Black Business Clique, man. We're not as large as Earn Your Legions are the big platforms out there, $1 million worth of game, but that's why we wanted to do it. We wanted to give the everyday person a platform to share their journeys, to sell their products, to push their products and services. And we everyday people, man. Look, we not the biggest baddest out there, but we might be one day. I think we might be. But that's not why we're doing it. We're here to serve you. So what's been going on? First and foremost, we lost. I'll let you get to it because I know this show your peoples out here in the Bay. It's kind of like your folks a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So R.I.P. to Frankie. That's what I'll say. I'll let you take it from there.
Yeah, really, we just sending lots of love and light to Keisha Cole and the whole family, because I know it's not easy. It's anytime you lose a loved one, no matter the circumstances. We're praying for you guys, keeping you guys lifted in prayer, and just praying that you guys get through this strong.
Right. Always sending those positive vibes. So R.I.P. to Frankie. Man, she was amazing to watch on TV. Extremely entertaining. 100% real.
You know who I wanted to see have a show with her? Mama Jones. Yeah, Mama Jones and Mama D. Like if all three of them could have had a show, that would have been hilarious. And I like them because they are genuine. Mm-hmm. They are themselves. They didn't let the cameras and the glitz and glam change who they were. They stayed true to who they are, and they loved on their kids. Mm-hmm. Despite whatever differences that they had, you saw that they loved on their kids and their grandbabies. Mm-hmm. So yeah, shout out to Keisha Cole, her family. Rest in peace, Frankie. We love you. Sending lots of love and positive vibes to you guys.
Absolutely. All right. So I think it's time to get into some Black news. All right, family, that time is coming. 2022 is right around the corner. So we want to make sure that if you're interested in getting into our 2022 Black Business Clique calendar, y'all tap in, DM. We have such a good, just overall, what's the word that I'm looking for? Turnout. For the first calendar that we put out last year, it was amazing. We got that thing out everywhere. We had so much support. And it was a blessing because we had so many people that just wanted to be involved. And we really want to make sure that we're going to do it again. And this is something that we're going to keep doing. So if you are interested in having your business listed in the calendar, or if you're interested in being featured in the calendar, y'all make sure y'all tap in, man. This calendar is huge. A lot of people love it. It got a lot of good information in there. It's not just your ordinary calendar. We got a lot of good information, some Black history. We got a lot of just great people in there. And I think we had almost 70 business or so total inside the calendar. It was a lot, man. Y'all showed some love and y'all showed out. So make sure that y'all tap in so you can lock in your spot to be in the 2022 Black Business Calendar. You can lock in your spot today, half price at $10 to get inside and have your business listed.
Absolutely. Make sure y'all tap in, and let us know that you want to be in the Black Business Clique calendar.
Absolutely. And then also, if you are interested in promo via IG, we have two packages, which includes the $10 pack, or excuse me, the $25 package, which comes with 10 total posts, both feed and story. It can flip flop, it could be either or you can go ahead and upgrade and get the $50 package, which includes 25 total posts and also comes with a Black Business Clique t-shirt that's going to have your IG name on there as well.
Yes, let them know that you down with the clique.
Down with the clique. Join the fam. Join the fam. We out here. Now, in regards to podcasts, if you are interested in being a part of our podcast, we do have 3 different packages. We have the silver package, the gold package, and the black package. The $50 package, and before I even get into the price, I want y'all to know everything in regards to our podcast pricings are 50% off for the month of July. So if you want to take advantage of it, lock in your spot so we can get your business shouted out, highlighted, and promoted. Y'all tap in immediately. The silver package that comes with 1 Black Business Clique t-shirt, 4 drops. We're going to add you to that BBC list, which is our preferred list. We're going to get you on there. And then also we're going to make sure that you get a consultation call, and we're going to lock you in to be on Black Love. In regards to that gold package, which normally goes for $200, is going for $100 right now. That comes with 10 IG posts, 2 Black Business Clique tees, 6 IG drops. You'll get your products displayed and reviewed. And then also, like the silver package, you're going to be able to get on that preferred Black business list, a consultation call, and we're going to make sure if you want to, you can join and call into Black Love. And then the Black package, which is normally $300, we're doing it right now for $150. That comes with 25 IG posts, 3 t-shirts. That also comes with 8 drops, 2 product reviews, and then also you'll get on that preferred list. You'll get your consultation call, and then also we'll get you down to be on Black Love. And if you're not interested in any of the packages and you want to just do product placement and review, or get your products reviewed, that's also a package that we offer as well. And you can do $35 for 1 episode or $50 for a month, which is 2 episodes. So y'all make sure y'all tap in, man. We out here, we working with the people. We trying to make sure that we're affordable because we want to get everybody's products promoted, advertised, and we do this for y'all. So make sure y'all tap in. Real special day we got, man. We got a special episode. I have a longtime friend with me right here, man. I'm really excited to have this brother here. We watch everything that he does. So much respect. This is a real friend, like a real childhood friend. Me and my brother right here, we've been down since the 6th grade. And it's just an honor to see his growth over the years. It's an honor to see, the man that he's grown into. And I'm just excited to have this brother on the show. He's blessed us with his time. He's in the real estate game amongst a lot of other things, but this is our real estate professional that I wanted to bring to the listeners and the viewers today because, we specialize and we talk about everything Black wealth, Black health, Black empowerment. And this is a brother that lives all 3. So I want to give a special shout out and a special thank you and welcome to my brother Vaughn.
I appreciate you. Thank you for letting me be on your platform. It's an amazing platform. Please subscribe, please comment, please like the video, the podcast, send it to your mother, your father, your sister. Just send it to everybody. But thank you again for having me. Like you said, man, we go way back. Who would have thought in the 6th grade, man, that we reconnected. I'm 34 now.
Right. I ain't that old. I'm almost there. I got a couple more months, but I'll be there knocking on 34. Man. But God works in mysterious ways, man. And, everything, I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason, and this is happening for a particular reason. So who am I to get in his way?
Definitely. I mean, I think the richest person is the one that has the best or the strongest relationships.
There we go.
And relationships are proven over time, and the fact that our friendship has lasted so long is a testament to you, your character, how you are as a man, mine as well, man. So likewise. I'm happy to be doing life with you, and man, it's gonna be many more to go, and we're gonna continue to climb this mountain together, bro.
Amen.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
So we brought Brother Vaughn on today because, like we mentioned, everything Black wealth, Black health, Black empowerment. Today's episode is about Black wealth. My brother right here is a real estate tycoon. He's been in the market. He's out here as an agent. He's selling. He, as you know, we're out here out of the Bay Area. So he's a Bay Area, Sacramento agent. And we really wanted to bring him in to really drop some jewels on the folks, man. Not only just real estate, but just about life in general. Yeah. He has a lot of good information. So let's start off by, telling the people a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you come from, the good, the bad, the ugly, whatever you want to do. I'll let you, I gave you a little introduction. Yeah. So I want you to introduce yourself to the people and we'll go from there.
Yeah, my name is Vaughn. I am 34 years old. I spent 7 years in the military, got out, went to college. Before I went to the military, I went to college. I got kicked out. My GPA wasn't good. I don't have the testimony or the trophy to say everything I did the first time, I passed or succeeded. Right. I have the testimony that it took me over and over and over. So I got kicked out the first time, went to the military, spent 7 years, got out, went to junior college, majored in real estate and communications. and then got out. Now I'm at Sac State in my last semester for communications. So veteran college student. I am a recruiter at Fortune Charter School, where we are dedicated to closing the African American achievement gap, because African American students are the lowest performing subgroup of students outside of students with special needs. So I found this organization that their goal is to help close that African American achievement gap. So I help get young kids, TK through 12, into this program to be able to start building that foundational educational piece. That's really the key to Black wealth, is education.
Absolutely.
Education, Malcolm X said, is the passport to our future, and so we cannot build wealth if we don't have the right education principles and stuff like that.
Right.
So then I do recruiting by day. I am a real estate agent. Been in that for a couple of years now. I wish I could say that real estate was my dream job. I wish I could say that I got a call from the Lord and say, go do real estate. Honestly, man, I looked at it, all wealthy people are either investing in stock or have real estate. I didn't know nothing about real estate, so I took some classes. I got into it. I said, let me learn the art of selling and buying real estate. Let me know when it's good to buy, when it's good to sell. So that way I can teach my future kids, people I'm connected to. So I got into it, man, to make money. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. Like I'm building my wealth, I'm building my principal, and real estate is going to help me bring longevity to my family. And so when I got into it, I just found out, I'm like, man, I really love this. I really love understanding property, land acquisition, stuff like that. So that's what really made me hop into real estate. And I'm glad that I did. I'm trying to get to the bag.
That's it. Hey,
and this
is the bag talk. So you're on the right platform for that, my brother. Let's get to the bag. I know you're getting to the bag. And listen, we're at the beginning of our journey. Just like our last guest, my brother Anthony Walker. I love everything that he's doing. He's very 10 toes deep, in the mud, as far as just building wealth, giving the information back to the people. And like I told him, I love that he's at the beginning of his journey. Yeah. And I believe that both you and I, we're at the beginning of our journey. Yeah. We're not young, we're a little seasoned out here, but the information that we're getting at this age, and we're willing to continue to invest in ourselves, not financially, but education-wise, and the knowledge, so we can continue to share that information. We can't put a price tag on that. It's valuable. It's valuable. So that's major, bro. And I really, again, I commend everything that you're doing. I love everything that you're doing. I'm a viewer. I'm a friend first, but absolutely a viewer of what you guys are doing. So that's major. All right. So we're going to get into a couple of questions, man. I'm an interviewer by nature. I work in the IT space. My job is to build out these technical teams. I'm firing questions all day long. Gotcha. So I wanted to take that into what I do as a passion, which is promoting Black business. All right, so like we mentioned, man, we got our brother Vaughn with us. He's in the market. He's heavy in the market. He has a lot of good information. I want to come to this interview as a first-time home buyer. Okay. My wife and I, we're homeowners, but a lot of people might not be homeowners. We're new homeowners. Let's get it straight. So we're not experts in the market by any means. We just know the basics. But I feel like a lot of people are saying the market is hot right now. What does that mean to you? And what do you feel like is a good time to buy?
Okay. Definitely, man. I think we can go to different layers, but I will start off in general. Right now, people who have house are willing to sell. They're finding out that their house are getting a lot of offers above asking price. Mm-hmm. So if you have a house right now and you have somewhere else to go, sell that bad boy. People are getting 16 offers on one home. Man, it's crazy. People are getting 40, 50,000 over asking price. Wow. People are coming in all cash offers, 30,000 over. And so what makes it difficult is if you're trying to buy a home, now when you come look at a home, you got to make sure your offer is going to be up to par if you're going to get that home. Mm-hmm. And so it is harder right now to go buy a home because you have so many people competing for that same house. But before we get there, I want to talk to you about ownership. Really starts as a mentality first.
There we go. Okay.
Before you even ready to get an agent and get your purchase agreement together and submit, you have to have the right mindset first. And so what I do is I help people build 6-month, 12-month, and 18-month home buying plans. Ooh. I sit down with you, and you won't believe, man. I ask simple questions, and if you're not ready to answer those questions, if you don't have a plan, you're not ready to buy, because buying a home is multifaceted, layered process. Right. You gotta be mentally stable. Gotta have the mental stamina, because if you get get an offer on the house, you put it in, you get rejected, are you gonna quit? You know what I mean? Like you compete against 10 other people, are you gonna be there like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get it or not, or you don't have no money in the bank, and so when inspection time comes and you need certain things, there's a lot of things that go with it. So I tell people, you have to be an owner in your mind before it will manifest physically for you to be an owner. And so I tell people in our business plan or in our home buying plan, I say, hey, what's your credit score? That's the first question I ask everybody. Because either if you don't know your credit score, that's a problem. Because avoidance is not a cure.
A lot of people may think so, but man, that was me in my 20s. I'm like, you know what? If I don't look at it, I know for a fact it'll eventually go up, but that was not the case.
That's not the case.
Oh man,
avoidance is not a cure. Like you gotta know, no matter how bad it is, you can't fix something if you don't know what it is to be able to fix it. And so first question I ask is, what's your credit score? Because your credit score will either qualify you to get a house or disqualify you, and it determines your interest rate. The lower the credit score, the higher the interest rate. The higher the credit score, the lower the interest rate. Interest rate is going to determine how big your payment is going to be monthly, how low it's going to be. So the first thing I want to know is, what's your credit score? I can always tell by a couple or a person who wants to how confident they are. But I know if you can tell me what your credit score is, you know. Then I ask you how much money you have saved, because you gotta have money down. You have to have different things. And so people say, well, I'm doing a first time home buyer. I don't have no money down. That's true, but where's your earnest money coming from? You earn this money because if I'm gonna put your offer in to the buyer, to the seller, he has to know how serious you are. You come in with $5,000 earnest money, that shows that you're serious about buying this house. That means
let's break that down a little bit. What is earnest money?
Earnest money is saying, hey, I'm willing to put $5,000 down, quote unquote, as a deposit. So if anything goes wrong, and if the deals go wrong, not because of me, if something goes wrong because I just changed my mind, I wasted your time, and it's like that, you can keep this $5,000. But this is showing you how serious I am about buying your house. So as a seller, if I'm an agent, I'm gonna say, hey, you want to see how much earnest money? People can walk away from $500. People can potentially walk away from $1,000. You start talking about $5,000, $10,000. That's a little bit harder to walk. I know I ain't walking away from no $5,000. So I'm gonna be in this deal to the long haul, and if the deal doesn't go together, it's not gonna be because of me. It's gonna be because of the seller. And if the case, if it's the seller breaches it, I can take my money back. So that's what earnest money does for you. And so when I'm talking about the mentality of owning, you have to be able to, before you even go purchase a house, saying, hey, am I making the right, am I saving money? I tell all my clients, when you go to Starbucks, ask yourself, does this help me buy a house? Or does it hurt me from buying a house? If I'm at Starbucks every day, that's $5, maybe sometimes $10. 7 times 10, that's $70 times 4, where I can go buy a bag of coffee for $14 and make my own coffee and make it at the crib. Because every purchase that you make is either going to help you get a house or it's going to hurt you. If you're not paying off your debt and you max out your credit card, that's going to hurt you because it's going to affect your debt to income ratio. So actually home buying, man, starts way before you even come to an agent to say, I'm ready to buy a house. Got to have money in the bank, got to have a good credit score. You have to have talked to a loan agent to be able to get your pre-approval, things like that. And so I think as African American, I would speak for myself, I had to get to an ownership mentality. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't there, man. I wasn't taught that. I was very emotional. I was spinning off my emotions. And I wanted somebody to go get it. Didn't think long term. Immediate instant gratification.
I need this PS5 right now. I don't care what's going on. I need my PS5.
Yeah. And so that's the thing, man. Ownership, I tell everybody, starts way before you actually go get a house.
That's facts.
You gotta have the mentality to say, hey, I want to own. And when you own something, you treat it differently than when you're renting something.
Totally.
When I rent cars from like Avis, I put the cheapest gas in there. I'm riding how I want it. But my car, I'm working on every week.
Bro, when I go to LA, we are not putting my car on the road. No, we are getting a rental and we're going to ride it out. My kids going to be eating chips in the back, crumbs everywhere, snacks everywhere. That's just the way it is. So, I mean, that's a prime example, bro. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
So, I'm curious. So, you mentioned, it's right now is a time to buy. How do you know when it's a time to buy versus a time to sell? And how do you know that the market is hot?
Okay, so when you have a lot of buyers, but not enough homes to buy, now you're in a market where the sellers are winning. Because with reality, what it says is for my one house, I potentially have 10 candidates. So I can charge what my house, what I want with my asking price, but y'all 10 are going to compete with each other. So y'all going to outbid each other. So if my house is at 480 and I ask for 480, Johnny's going to say 480, but Sally's going to say 485. Martin going to say 490, and it's going to go up. And then I get to choose which one I want to do. Now, when there's so many houses, but not enough buyers, now the buyer now becomes in control, because now I can say is, well, you're charging 480, but Jim down the street is 470, and it's the same square footage. So you can come down. Like now the seller needs that buyer to put that offer in. And so right now, because of COVID, because of the moratoriums, because of people are not able to get evicted or find other places to rent, sellers are in the driver's seat right now. So you can go to a house and you can either look out and get it at asking price, but most people have to pay up over and above.
Now we got blessed. When I say timing is everything, just kind of piggybacking off what Brother Vaughn said, you just don't wake up and be like, hey, I want to buy my house. The year is 2021. My wife and I have been preparing to become homeowners since 2015. When we got married, we ain't had no money on it. We ain't had nothing. You know what I mean? But, God has blessed us. We've been persistent. We've been consistent, and we've been grinding. But like you said, bro, we had to go through the battle of getting our credit to where it needs to be. We always made sure that we had a good enough savings. We didn't buy a house until we made sure that we had at least 2 or 3 years worth of payments ready to go. God forbid anything happens. But, even if you're going through a first-time home buyers program, you got to have some money. Just because you can get into the house for the low, you got to have that emergency fund. You got to have that. Just what happens? You never know. So you want to make sure you got that in the bank. But we got blessed, bro, because our house was on the market for 24 hours. I knew this was the house that we wanted. I seen it in my mind. We put in the offer the next day, and we got the house 10 grand over asking.
Nice.
The house, we've been in our home for less than a year. It's a house maybe 3 or 4 houses down. This house just sold for over 500 grand. It is a 1,500 square feet, 1-story home. The lot, maybe 18. That's small. It's a very, very, very small house. My next door neighbor, he bought his house the same day we bought our house. He bought his $80,000 more than what we paid for our house. So right now we up 100 in less than a year. And that's a prime example of why you want to get into real estate. You don't got to be an agent. You don't got to be an investor, but at least start with being a homeowner, because you're going to be building so much money in the form of equity that you can utilize later on to purchase even more real estate. It's just getting your foot in the game, but starting young, starting early, and getting that homeowner mentality.
And what I like about your story is that you was ready. Because you only had a 24-hour window to put that offer in, because you want to be the first offer to say, hey, I thought my offer in first. And that's how I want people to listen to understand this. If you're not ready right now, get ready. Get ready. And it starts now. Like, start saving. If you don't need it, don't buy it. If you don't need it,
that's so hard. That's so hard.
My rule right now is if I don't have the cash for it, I'm not charging.
Don't buy it. That's it.
Because I'm looking at ownership. When I get to ownership, then I can go buy whatever I want. But until I get to ownership, I got to make sacrifices. So I'm not charging it. If I ain't got the cash to get it, I'm not charging it. You know what I mean? Because now I got to be able to put my plan together, be able to pull the trigger when I want to pull the trigger. And that's ownership, man. Like people who own make sacrifices to get there. So that means I got to meal prep on Sundays, and I can't eat out.
Like, preaching right now,
man. If you look at groceries versus eating out, man, this is simple.
Thousands of dollars.
Because let's be real, man. For all of us who are in California, y'all know the housing market is crazy. It's crazy right now. Homes are going for $500,000, $600,000, $700,000.
No reason.
Up in Granite Bay, they're going for $900,000. In the Bay Area, 992 square foot home is going for $1.2 million. So California real estate is already high, right? So if you want to stay in California, then you have to say, don't get fearful.
I don't never, when I see high prices, I don't get fearful. I have faith. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna make the money, but I gotta be responsible with the money that I'm making.
Absolutely.
I gotta be able to save. I gotta be able to say no. I gotta be able to discipline myself and say, you know what? You don't need to go to Cheesecake Factory. You don't need
Let's go get some bread. We're gonna get some mayo, some lunch meat. We're gonna thug this out.
Right. You know what? We can go get it 2 for $20.
We got Cheesecake Factory at the house.
Yeah,
I'm good for that, bro. I don't care where we want. Oh, we got it at the house. You want McDonald's? We got McDonald's at the house. So I mean, you speaking, bro. You really speaking our lingo, and that's something that we've been on. I'm a fan of Dave Ramsey. I don't know. Okay, so you heard it. You follow? Okay, yeah. That's where it started, bro.
Yeah.
That's where it started. He get on there. He get on people ass.
Yeah.
And I ain't working the steps exactly like I should be, but I took away the important parts in regards to don't buy it if you can't afford it.
Right.
Have a savings, have a budget.
Yep.
Envelope is something that me and my wife have been doing for years. We have our roller coasters. We envelope good sometimes, we envelope bad sometimes, we don't envelope.
Yeah.
But in regards to that, that's pretty much, hey, I get paid X amount. I know my bills are going to be this amount, so I'm putting it in an envelope. Yeah. I know if we do want to eat out, I'm putting that much in the envelope. I'm putting our groceries in the envelope, and I'm putting that debit card and that credit card away. Yeah. That is a lot. It's easier said than done, but once you get that rhythm down, it saves so much bread.
Yeah.
It saves so much. So I'm glad we got that down. So like I was saying, bro, you preaching.
Yeah, because when you get the house, the battle's not over.
Oh, hell no.
Because you either have
it's a problem.
You have 15 years or you have 30 years to pay it.
That's fair.
So when I get a house, now my mentality is, if I'm 30 years, how can I pay it off sooner?
Mm-hmm.
If I have 15 years, how I pay off sooner?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because I have kids.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to inherit a house.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them to inherit a debt.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't want to have to die before my son can pay off my house.
Mm-hmm.
No. I want to be able to gift the house, or from this house I'm paying off, take the equity out and go give me an investment property.
Right.
You know, now I'm thinking long term. Let me go get investment property. Let me go get a house in the college area, because I know these college kids don't want to rent out.
Bag talk. Bag talk. Keep that money flowing in.
It's gonna always be people want to rent in the college town. So they'll get a house in the college town.
That's bag talk, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you caught that, Jim.
Because they're gonna spend a FAFSA on my rent. They're gonna go work at the movies to pay their rent, and that's cycling within my own household.
While you're gaining equity.
Yes. And then when you build my equity up over here, I'm gonna pull that equity out here, and I'm gonna go over here. So that way, man, like I'm a big advocate for life insurance. I got it. My wife got it. My parents got it. But I don't want to be more valuable to my kids when I'm dead than when I'm alive. Like, if my kids have to wait till I die to come up, I've done something wrong. I've lost. I want them to be able to benefit while I'm here. I want to be able to give them something while I'm here. So that's my, even though I'm going after the bag, it's not just the bag just for Vaughn. It's for my legacy.
Absolutely. I
want college tuition paid off. I want to give them houses when they graduate college. I want to be able to take care of my grandkids, kids. I want legacy. So that way they can have a head start that I didn't have when I was growing up. You know what I mean?
Y'all see why we have him on the show. This is why we brought this man on this show, because he comes with so much information, so much game, and he's speaking the talk, bro. I want to go back to where you said the battle isn't over once you purchase your home.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a new construction. The moment you purchase a home, you're going to walk in there, you're going to see things that you ain't see before that needs fixing. Something's going to need to get renovated. Bro, we didn't run into a lot, but we ran into some things that the inspector didn't catch, that we obviously didn't catch, and we needed to get fixed. So again, making sure that you have that bag to the side, just in case, that rainy day fund, it goes a long way, bro. Yeah. So, man, that's major, bro. You spitting.
Yeah, man, we need to have a savings, man. And we need a savings, and there's savings and there's emergency fund. Like, what I do is I have savings for everything that I want to do. So if I want to travel, I have a pocket for traveling. I have an emergency fund. I have savings just for saving. I have savings I put in if I want to invest. So if I look at the stock market, I have a bag of money that I'm going to invest. So that way, if I lose it, I'm not in my emergency fund. Right. I'm just losing what I put aside.
You can afford to lose.
You know, because I'm new to the stock market. It's just that. And I wish I had the luck as Warren Buffett and all them. But you take losses. And I'm not gambling the mortgage or the house note, the life savings. I'm not doing that. I'm only going to be able to invest what I feel that I can lose. So that's what I do, man. Like you said, going out, We got envelopes when we going out. Like we like this is we budgeting when we going out. We went to Hawaii. We was like, look, this is all we spending.
Right.
So
no more.
No more. So if we go through the budget on the second day, the rest of the day we eating peanuts.
Right, bro. I'm the type to go to Hawaii, eat McDonald's, no problem.
No problem.
We in Hawaii, we're gonna eat it on the beach. It's gonna look just as good. Trust me, the selfies is gonna be on point.
Right.
Man.
Yeah. So budget. Because like I said, ownership, man, it's a mindset. I think that if the African American community, including myself, can grasp on the fact that we have to really change our mindset. For instance, we were talking earlier. Why is it that when we turn 18, for me to prove that I'm a man, what I do, I get out and I go pay rent. Right. When I'm paying rent, I'm really investing in somebody else's future.
Absolutely.
When I'm paying rent, when I'm paying a mortgage, I'm investing in my own future.
Right.
So we kick our kids out at, you turn 18.
I can't wait to get out.
So you leave.
Mama got a life too.
Right. So you leave to go pay rent to build somebody else's future. Right. Other races and ethnicities, they do multi-generational living. So imagine instead of taking that 18-year-old, hey, to go get out, but yeah, they turn around and work and save, and then you collaborate together to help pay the rest of that money out. Because if you're in a 30-year mortgage, say you got the house when your kid was 1, you have 12 more years left to pay off that house. So if it's a $500,000 house, 12 more years, you won't have $500,000, right? So if he's paying into it, then when it's time for you to get a house, I'll pull equity out. I'll cover your down payment, or I'll furnish your house. This is now you help your kids get the house. Different like that. So we teach our kids, let me just get out and go pay rent, but really that's not ownership. We're teaching them to go pay rent because in California, do you know how hard it is to pay rent somewhere and save for a house at the same time?
It's damn near impossible.
It's impossible.
We got people. I lived in the Bay Area. I lived in Oakland. Bro, it ain't nothing nice. I lived in Long Beach. Before we moved back to the Bay, we lived in Long Beach. Mind you, it was on the beach. It was nice. It was right off Ocean. And 6, I want to say. We was paying almost $3,000, bro, just, again, making somebody rich even richer. And I wish I would have had that mentality, like you said, back then, because we would have purchased a long time ago, if the timing in the market was right. But I mean, again, that just makes plenty of sense, bro. You got to be ready. You got to have that mentality. And I've lived in places when we rented apartments, we had neighbors beneath us from the Asian community. I swear they had about 8 to 10 people in there. In a 3-bedroom, we seen once they have bunk beds. Bro, I seen it. But that's how you build wealth. That's why you see, and they own the whole block. They own the whole shopping center. And it's the same thing with the Indian community. They got it figured out, bro. It's monopoly. It's monopoly in real life. One of the things that I posted that I stand 110% with is imagine playing a game of Monopoly and never buying anything. You just going around the board. You collecting your 200, but you're not buying anything. Are you going to win? No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Life is about monopoly, baby. That's what we're doing right now. So stacking that money when you pass go and you buy those assets. You buy that property, you buy that land, you get the equity out, you flip it, you keep going. So all facts.
True story, man. I'm listing the house right now, and an Asian family came. He's like, man, I have 8 people living with me, but we want to pay. We have 8 people living here, but we want to pay cash for this house. You can do that with 8 families. I mean, with 8 people, easy. Like you ain't gonna never have to worry about missing a mortgage. You have 8 people being able to pay that off. Like, and so our community, we like, I live with my wife.
I live with my mom. Right. I'm in my own house. I got my boyfriend, baby daddy coming over. Like, nah. We need to worry about wealth, the future. The future.
What's up, you guys? I just wanted to shout out Infinite Possibilities Events. Make sure you check them out on IG, especially if you are in the Los Angeles area. They have tables, chairs, tablecloths, chair covers, everything that you need for your event. Everybody is renting these throne chairs. They also have throne chairs for rent. Everything is delivered straight to you and put together. So make sure you go like and follow Infinite Possibilities Events. That's Infinite Possibilities Events on IG. Infinite.possibilities.events. Be sure to go like and follow Infinite Possibilities Events. This is one of my favorites. They are a husband and wife duo, and they are out here getting it, you guys. If you are in Los Angeles, again, Go tap in with Infinite Possibilities events for your party rentals.
All right, fam. So I want to make sure y'all take some time and check out Bruin Hughes. That's BRUINHUES. They're based out of the Bay Area, and I can't think of something that they don't have their hands in, but they specialize in events and also merch. Y'all check them out, man. One of our favorites, they're out here, they're grinding and getting it out the mud, and we love their products. We got underwear, we got shirts, we got robes, they got events, shower caps. I mean, everything you can think of. Make sure y'all check out Bruin Hughes. All right, so this is something that I hear a lot of, and something that I used to preach, when I was in the process of, okay, I think I'm ready to buy a home. I think I'm ready. I'm jumping. I'm double dutching. I'm pump faking. Is it ready? Is it time? Is it time? Do you ever hear someone say, "Well, I'm not going to buy a market until the housing market crash"?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay, what's your thoughts about that?
But what if it don't crash? That means you're never going to buy a house. What if it don't crash until 7 more years?
You're losing.
If you have a 15-year
you're losing
mortgage,
7 years of equity.
7 years. If you have a 15-year mortgage, you lost half your time right there.
Yeah.
What if it don't? And I get the sentiment, because you're saying, man, I'm looking at house prices right now.
I want to buy low.
I want to buy low. And so it could crash, or like right now, what we're experiencing, I believe that we're seeing another line. I don't think that it's ever going to go below this, and if it does, it's not going to go too much more. We're seeing a new threshold, whereas before, with the housing market crash, everybody bought at the top, and then 2 years later it was beneath. I don't think we'll go that low again, only because I'm in Sacramento. People are from the Bay are coming out here and paying cash for a house.
I ain't say cash. Right? I ain't got that money, but
it's a lot cheaper over on this side. And so to me, it feels like a mass gentrification that's happening. The average African American family cannot afford a $700,000, $800,000, $900,000 home for 1,500 square footage. You can't do that. And so a lot of communities who have multiple generations are putting all their money together and saying, hey, I'll go buy this $700,000 house, cash or a loan or whatever, and take these 7 families that we paid off in 15 years. And now we have $700,000 in equity to go buy another house. So will the market crash? It could. It could. Is it going to happen soon? I don't think so. I just read an article that homes will appreciate for the next 5 years.
Knock on wood. Let's hope so.
Yeah.
I need all that.
Yeah. So, I mean, and then to me, my mindset is I can go get whatever I need to go get. So if it's a house at $700,000, if I want it, I'm gonna go get it.
You're gonna find a way to get it.
I'm gonna find a way to get it.
That's a hustler's mentality, right?
I'm gonna go get it. I'm not waiting for a chance to if it's a $700,000 house, I'm gonna find a way to go get a $700,000 house.
And what a lot of people don't realize, it starts up here.
Yeah.
It starts with your mentality, like you're saying, ownership mentality, but it starts with speaking that into existence, for one, because two, or also on top of that, it's about believing. You know what I mean? If you're constantly telling yourself, oh, that's a $700,000 house, I can't afford that.
Right.
I can't afford that. Don't put that on me.
Nah.
I'm gonna tell myself, so my brain can get it clicking that, look, it's a $700,000 house. I'm gonna get it by any means necessary. Yeah. You keep putting that energy and that mojo out there, it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. So I'm glad you said that, bro. That's another gem. I hope y'all collecting.
I was watching Jeff Bezos made so much money over the pandemic, and immediately I was like, why not me?
Right.
Like, who says I can't make that much money? Why did I put limitations on myself to be like I have to watch from a distance? No, I'm gonna be at the table. I'm gonna go get whatever I want to get. So that means, like, I'm an education recruiter. I work 9 to 5. I'm a real estate agent. I work 24 hours a day helping clients. I started my own mobile detail car company because in my mind, I'm gonna go get it. One of these avenues is gonna get me it. I don't know which one, but either a combination of all three or something, but in my head, why not me?
Right.
And I had to change my mentality. Like, no, man, like, if the market, I don't need the market to crash for me to own. That's not my mindset. But I respect people who have that mindset. And I would say, if that's what you're waiting for, just make sure you stay ready, because if it crashes and you're still not ready, it ain't gonna crash.
How many times do you think it's gonna crash? Oh, pump faker. Here we go. Double dutch. That's fact, bro. That's hella funny. That's hella funny.
Nah, I feel like, man, anybody, you put your mind to it, you can go get it. If I tell my clients right now, if you want that house, put the energy out that you go get that house. But if you come to me like, I don't know, I just like, do you want the house or not?
Wasting my time.
You want to know? We're gonna put this offer in with confidence, and you're gonna go home and you're gonna say to yourself, I got accept my offer, got accepted. Like, no, we don't speak negative around here. Like, this is what you want. This is what you want. Now, if you don't want the house, let me know. I don't want to waste my time. Right. If you want this house, it's all about how you think. Let's make it happen.
Y'all see what type of agent that you get when you put my brother right here. So he gonna speak into existence for both y'all.
Yeah.
So make sure y'all look him up. Make sure y'all follow him. We're gonna drop his information below on the episode. I'm curious.
Yeah.
So for me, I've always been a hustler. I've always been someone that went out, got his money by any means necessary. But I would say, even though I was hustling, and I wasn't a legal hustler. No, I just always found a way. I sold grills in college. I'm talking about shine for me, daddy. I want to see a grill. I'm selling grills in college. I'm selling plates. I'm selling CDs, mixtapes, whatever it is. I'm selling something.
My first 50-cent mixtape on.
Hey, that's facts right there. He ain't lying. And it wasn't even the real Get Rich or Die Trying. It was the mixtape. I thought it was too. I ain't gonna lie. But I always was able to accumulate sums of money, but I never had the education.
Right.
So I would just trick it off. I was in Miami. I'm in the strip club. I'm in the clubs. I'm just going out to eat, just doing dumb stuff. But it took for me to become a father to really kind of take it serious. And really start financial planning and really start worrying about and accumulating assets. I didn't have a mentor. Where did you gain that information? And what was it for you to click to kind of say, you know what? I need to go get it. I'm going to go out and get this information because no one's giving me the information. I'm going to go out and seek it, and I'm going to apply it.
Honestly, man, books. I started reading books because I was tired where my life was at. Like, I was tired of not able to go buy what I want to buy, live where I want to live, travel where I want to travel. And I had a victim mentality, like, oh, woe is me. But I woke up one day and be like, if I don't have the life that I want, it's nobody else's fault but mine. So I started reading. I started looking at other people, how they move. Like, LeBron is a great basketball player, but I started seeing his business moves. Like people who look like me but are killing it in the game. And so I didn't really get that mentorship, man. I didn't find that person to be like, to take me. I had to really go get it myself. So I started, reading books, The Color of Money, Black Banks and the Racial Wealth Gap. One of the great book, man. I read The Color of Law and talked about how redlining was put in effect and how you keep certain ethnicities and certain zip codes so that it keeps the value of the house down. In other areas, raise the property value. Or when you have your house appraisal, if you're a Black family, don't put your pictures up. Because if you do, you're going to automatically appraisal. All this stuff I had to start reading, soaking up knowledge for myself. And then I had to really start putting myself around other people who were doing it.
That part.
I started going to seminars and other things, like stuff that old me would be like, man, I ain't wasting no time.
Right.
Like, I went to a seminar today, like, paid my $20 to go sit in there. I was one of 2 Black people in this seminar. But I'm soaking up the game. I have my notebook out. I'm writing, sitting at the table by myself because I'm invested in really making my life better. And so for me, man, I had to really switch my mindset and say, you know what, like, the information's out there. I might not get it the way that I desire. I wish I had a mentor to be like, hey, Vaughn, let me show you this, and that. My dad died when I was 18, so I've been learning how to be
R.I.P. to Mr. McGee. That was, man, we used to ride to school together back in the day. I hate to interrupt you, my brother, but this is how far back we go. We used to ride to school together, bro. My dad come scoop me up, man, and it was time to roll, bro. So, mom and pops, same thing with mine. We go back so far, bro. We go back so far, man, and that's a blessing because, again, it's a lot of good feelings, but it's a beautiful feeling to just visually watch the growth of somebody, bro. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing, especially when you've been down since you were kids. And now we grown men and we having bag talk right now. We teaching the people. We preaching. You preaching. I'm just co-signing you. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a beautiful thing, bro. So again, I'm sorry to cut you off.
So I lost my dad at 18. So from 18 to 34, I've really been trying to learn how to be a man without having that father show me how to be a man.
So now I have a responsibility now to be that man or that mentor for other people.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we were coming up, we didn't have podcasts, bro.
Nah.
We didn't have audio books,
What
bro.
did we? We had CDs.
We had CDs, but like I had no car to put it in. I had to wait till I get. Or
you for sure putting in no CD with no financial gain, man. Bro, I'm listening to 50. He was listening to 50 thanks to me.
Yeah. So, but now, man, we got like Earn Your Leisure is a great podcast. This podcast that we're on is a great podcast.
Appreciate
I listen to I Am Athlete podcast.
Never heard of
audiobooks, man. Like, well, I'm in the gym trying to get this cardio in. I'm listening to audiobooks. Education is like so readily available, but also because I didn't have that mentor, I try to reach back to young men that I know and say, hey man, if I knew what I do now at your age, I'd be a millionaire.
Rich.
I'd be rich. Easy.
That's why as a parent, I'm so excited. Not for me.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn. I'm gonna live my life.
Yeah.
But where they gonna be?
Yeah.
Bro, it took me, like I said this earlier, I took a clip, but it took me to 28 to, like I mentioned earlier, 28, 30 to kind of get it together. 30 is when I started understanding finances and really understanding the value of wealth and assets. They're going to get this information when they're 5 years old.
Yeah.
And there's no doubt about that. My kids are already, Dad, can we do our podcast? Dad, can we film our podcast? Dad, can I tell you about my business?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, you can tell me about your business. What you want to do? So my son loves cars. He want to car wash.
Yeah.
We're going to make that happen.
Yeah.
I guarantee that. Whatever he wants, we're going to make it happen. And he's not going to have to work. They're not going to have to work for anybody unless they choose to.
Yeah.
Working for somebody, there's nothing wrong with that. I do not want anyone to think that that's an issue. I still got my 9 to 5.
I still got mine too.
I love my 9 to 5.
Yeah.
I don't want to quit my 9 to 5 no time soon because they treat me very nice.
Yeah.
But you have to understand that it's a two-way street. They're using me for my services. Yeah. So it's only right that I use them to position myself and my family to go even further. I can't rely on them because as soon as I die, that position is going up online. They're going to replace me. So while I'm there, I'm going to take every bit of money with information, network, clients, whatever I can take. I'm taking it all and I'm investing into myself. Hence why we're here today. And I'm a firm believer of speaking into existence. I'm going to buy me an apartment complex. I'm going to make sure each one of my kids have their own home. I'm going to be able to retire at 40 if I choose to. And that's it. That's back talk. That's what I want. I'm going to speak it. I'm going to let the people know. And they're going to watch me get it. All right, family. You know we love the kids here at the Black Business Clique. So we got a special child entrepreneur that we want to shout out. Absolutely love what this young lady's doing. We've been following her for a good amount of time. Yes. Keep grinding. Keep shining.
All right, we have Araya's Creations. Araya's Creations on IG. That is ARIYAHSCREATIONS_. Make sure you go like and follow Araya's Creations. Araya is a 12-year-old entrepreneur. She is a California native and very passionate about crafting and jewelry making, and she's using this as a means to invest in her future, but whatever that may be. And I absolutely adore Araya. I love her handcrafted pieces that she's making, from the necklaces to the earrings, the bracelets. You can DM for custom orders if you see something that you like. It's not the color or the size or whatever. She will take custom orders. Definitely go check her out. Definitely go like and follow. And huge shout out to her parents. Again, y'all know these babies have to have somebody backing them. And so I cannot thank the parents enough for supporting our babies, for supporting their dreams and encouraging them to get out there and use their creativity and take things to the next level so that they can, invest in their future. Shout out to Araya. Shout out to her parents out there making moves. We love you guys. Love what you guys are doing. You guys don't forget to go like and follow at Araya's Creations _ on IG.
All right. We back. We got Brother Vaughn with us, my real estate expert, my real estate professional, anything real estate. Make sure you tap in with my brother Vaughn McGee. We will share his information below. So he's still here, man. He's still rocking with us. I hope you're able to catch some of the gems that he dropped on us. A lot of good info, man. That's why we're excited to have him as a guest. But like I mentioned, we got a game that we like to play with our guests, and that's called... One more time. Say it loud. All right, so what that is, y'all, we're going to fire off a couple of questions. We're going to fire them off quick. We want to see what Von answers are. We're going to have a little bit of fun. So we kick it off right now. Question number one, my brother. All right. Tupac or Biggie?
Pac.
Okay. Annihilators, sunflower seeds, Tic Tacs.
Annihilators.
Okay, Annihilators. Wow, you taking that back. That's,
Yeah.
You from the street and you pick Annihilators. We don't have to throw Takis in there for the new folks, Takis. Yeah. But all right. So, what's your favorite hood movie?
Paid in Full.
Oh, okay, that's one of mine. That's up there. All right, so let's talk about if you had one special power, what would that be?
Man, I don't know, man. I'll take what Tony Stark's got. The smartness, the genius. Yeah.
Okay. So you know a little bit about everything.
Yeah.
You know a lot of bit about everything.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Create my own.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the one that always ruffles a little bit of feathers when it comes to the ladies. You know how they feel about them sides, especially on Thanksgiving. I'm gonna name 3. You gotta pick 1. 2 gotta go. Mac and cheese, collard greens, yams.
I'm gonna go with mac and cheese.
Okay. Man. 2 for 2. Everybody picking the mac and cheese.
Yeah.
I just feel like the mac and cheese can go very right or it can go very wrong. But somebody messed that mac and cheese, they're just gonna throw off the whole dinner.
Yeah, but like you messed up like.
You can't mess up yams, I feel like.
But I'd rather have bomb mac and cheese than a bomb yam. Yeah.
I can take that.
That mac and cheese is on head.
Okay.
It's substitutes for everything else.
I feel that. That's right. True. Okay. And lastly, if you could do one thing for the Black community, what would that be?
Eliminate taxes for the Black community. Black people don't have to pay property tax, federal tax, or state tax. It's eliminate tax.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the first. I like that. No tax. Keep some of that money in our pocket.
Yeah, tax free. Okay.
All right, y'all heard it first. This was
one more time. Say it loud.
All right. As y'all know, we got Brother Von with us. This is one of the segments that we really love. We get a lot of praise about this segment. We're not trying to bring sexy back. We're trying to bring Black love back. So this segment is called Black Love. On you.
All right, cool. I just want to give a shout out to my wife. She is amazing. I created so many businesses because she supported and believed in me. She knew me when I had close to nothing, and she built me up and gave me the confidence that I need. She's an entrepreneur. She has a doctorate degree. She's an educational director. She's a preacher. She loves God. She loves her family. She loves me. I am the man I am today because she has my back. So I just want to give a shout out to Dr. Danae Starks McGee, my boo, my wife, my everything. So, and my best friend. So,
man, special shout out to the wife. Y'all heard it here first, man. I hope she tap in and listen to this.
Yeah, I'm playing for her.
You know what? Every time we play Black Love, I always get a good note the next day because once they hear it, I don't know what's going on, but all I'm saying is it works. It's helpful. Yeah. It's helpful. So y'all heard it here, man. This is Black Love.
What's up, you guys? This is your girl Tina with the Black Business Clique, and I want to remind you guys to check out our Black Business list below in the description. Make sure you go like and follow them on IG. Please, I cannot stress that enough. We have to support our Black businesses. We have to continue to build our Black empires, our Black brands, and circulate our Black dollars, most importantly. So check out the Black Business list. These are some of our preferred businesses that we like to use. Make sure you go like and follow them on IG. And don't forget to like and follow us on YouTube. Definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you can be notified when we upload new videos.
All right, we want to say thank you again for tuning in, for watching. We love, man, what we're doing here. We really love tuning in and giving everybody a show, dropping jewels, giving them good information. Special shout outs to Von for coming through and blessing the stage and blessing the family and the listeners. Look, today was all about real estate, and we're going to keep it short and sweet. Get involved. Get your foot in. We could pump fake. We could double dutch all we want to, but the main thing is do your due diligence and do what you have to do to become a homeowner or an investor. The quickest way to wealth in the United States is through real estate and through the stock market or being an entrepreneur. So you got to get involved in one of the three, if not all three. I say start with real estate, and that's becoming a homeowner. So do your work, get that credit right, get that credit repaired, make sure you got a savings, make sure you got a budget, and educate yourself on the market and other markets. So make sure you can do what you got to do to get inside of a home and build some of that equity up and then reinvest it in new properties or new ventures, whatever you want to do with that money. But it starts with becoming a homeowner.
Yes. And as always, we are wishing you guys peace, love, and productivity. Until next time.
Until next time, this is G and Tina with the Black Business Clique podcast.